Hey, folks. Hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Wesley, $1 billion virgin. Go ahead and jump in here today. I want to talk about something. I want to share with you what is called the success triangle. So, guys, as you jump in here, go ahead and put "Let's go" in the comments below. Let's go. Okay. As you can see here, I have a better setup here, more lighting, and I decided to do a video in the daytime because I want to grab people that are listening in the daytime, because I know a lot of you guys go to work, but the goal is, listen, the goal is for you to leave the 9-to-5 job, okay? It really is. And it's the goal that I have for myself that I want to have for you. How many of you right now just ready to leave a 9-to-5 job, okay? Honestly, how many of you right now are ready to cut up some of those credit cards, right? Some plastic surgery. And I'm not talking about changing your face. I'm talking about those credit cards, those bills, that debt that you have, and cut that shit up so you can start living a better life, you know? And, you know, today I was working out today, and I thought to myself, you know, Wesley, you have a website, wesleyvirgin.com, where people can go to and get information, get videos about mindset. And because basically what I've done is I've really taken everything that I've learned over the years from all the failure, and I have put this stuff online so you can be more successful. I mean, to be honest with you, that stuff made me a multimillionaire. But the problem is this: from all the courses that I sell, there's still people out there like you that still don't get it. Like, you know, a lot of you watch videos, you watch training material, but you're still not making money, right? You hear everything. It makes perfect sense. You watch the video. Maybe you take action for a day, maybe 2 days. But the big issue is no one is taking consistent action. So when I was working out today, pumping iron, I say, well, you know, what can I give to the people? Okay? What can I give to people like yourself to help you succeed faster? And I call this the success pyramid. Give me a second here. What are you guys up to? The success pyramid. Go ahead, if you're just entering, go ahead and put "Let's go" below in the comments here. Hold on. The success pyramid. I spelled success wrong. And let me share something with you. Actually, the success pyramid, this talk here, I actually charge money for it, but I'm going to do it for free for you, okay? And because what you're going to realize, give me 1 second. You're going to realize this is really the key to your success, okay? The success pyramid is the key for you to move from that 9-to-5 mediocre average lifestyle into moving what I call the land of paradise. How many of you want to live in the land of paradise? How many of you are sick and tired of getting minimal results, okay? How many of you? I mean, honestly, I want to know. How many of you right now say, Wesley, if I had something that you could show me to make it easier, right? You're right. I have the knowledge, right? We can go to Google right now. We can search how to make money online. I can go to YouTube and watch a video to figure out how to start an internet business. But obviously, that's not what I need because I'm not consistent. I'm not motivated. And it's not working. And what I'm going to explain to you, I'm really going to break this down in a very elementary way, if you don't mind. ABC 1, 2, 3. That if you will use this, your entire life will be different. And the reason why I say that, because I've already made 2 verified millionaires, and I've made at least thousands of people who are now making 6 figures per year by using this information I'm going to give to you, okay? And you have to understand something. Many people like yourself buy my courses now every single day. You know, I get emails every day, people that have the online millionaire mastery program, the unrevealed secrets of a millionaire mind program. And every day people say, Wesley, I can't believe that you're giving this type of information out to me that's allowing me to change my destiny, okay? And I'm doing it for one reason and one reason only. I'm doing it because I wish when I was struggling, okay, when I was broke, I don't want to say I was poor, but I was almost there. I wish someone would have helped me do what I'm doing for you. See, I'm committed to this. See, a lot of you guys, you look at, well, it's not a lot of people watching this, Wesley. Why don't you have more people watching this? I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on you because I understand one thing about you. If you can have one breakthrough tonight, it can change your entire world. Tonight or this evening or this morning, it depends on what time it is while you're watching this, you can have a breakthrough. And a breakthrough are powerful. And breakthroughs are instrumental as it relates to you really creating your world. So, if you guys want me to get started, let's go! Woo! Okay, so I want you, if you guys can be interactive with me, it's going to be a very quick video, I promise you. And I want you to write down this word, okay? Write down this word here. Internal communication, okay? I'm going to give you 3 phrases to write down. I want you to write down internal communication, okay? Oh, you guys want to know this? So actually, see this, guys? Have you ever seen a black Rolex? Well, this is a black Rolex here, $15,000. It's beautiful, right? It's nice. Write down the word internal communication. Second is external communication. Third is technical know-how. Okay, and write that down. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I'm talking about because I'm really going to break this down for you. You're really going to understand why you are failing or why you're succeeding then failing, right? Anybody on the seesaw of life, like sometimes everything is working out perfectly and then others it's not working out perfectly. I think a lot of people feel that way. So this success pyramid, right? It allowed me to be able to jump past others as it relates to success. Understand this. When I built company number 2, 30 days I made $1 million. Okay, 30 days I became the #1 product on many networks online. Okay, that's huge. I'm not smart. Believe it, I'm not smart. I'm not an intelligent person, right? I didn't graduate college, right? I don't have any degrees. But what I do that most people don't do, I take action all the time. Okay? I want you to put the word take action because that's what you have to put in your brain, that you got to take action more than others. See, this is what I do. I take action more than other people. Other people like you that want to be successful, that you're trying to be successful. Well, while you're wanting and trying, I am just doing. Okay? I'm just taking action over and over again because I understand that one day I'm going to figure out the thing that I need to do that can change my world. And by doing it, it did. So let's talk about internal communication. Okay? How many of you have conversations with yourself? You may, Wesley, I don't talk to myself. You're lying. Did you know that we all talk to ourselves internally? It's called the inner dialogue. Okay? Now, let me give you an example. When I first started in business, not even the internet business, I started in network marketing. And network marketing is when you recruit people into a business, right? And you want to get them to pay money so you can make money, right? Presentation. Hey, I was broke, now I'm rich, right? Sign right here. We're going to bill you every month. PV, BV, you remember that? Remember those days? So the thing is, when I jumped into that company, so I worked it for 1 day and 2 days, and I wrote down a list of all the people that I had to contact. Does this sound familiar, right? I wrote down all the people and I was contacting, hey, I got this great business. I'm telling you, you need to get in this business right now because these guys are making so much money. And the people on the phone told me, Wesley, stop. I'm not getting into your deal. You're always jumping into a business here, I'm not getting involved. And I remember I was doing it over and over again. I was like, man, this is not working. There was a voice inside of me say, Wesley, what are you doing? This is not working. I mean, you've been working this business for 2 days, 48 hours, and everybody has told you no. So that voice inside my head says, Wesley, there got to be an easier way, man. You know, it's just, you know what? No one wants to do this. And I remember telling the person that got me into the business, I said, man, nobody wants to do this business. And he said, Wesley, how many people did you contact? And I said, well, 10 people. Really? 10 people? But the issue was this. Internally, that inner dialogue kept telling me that it's not working. Even though I've only contacted 10 people, I've only been in the business for 48 hours. It was that voice inside my head that told me, Wesley, stop, man. It's not working. You need to try something else. You work for 48 hours, man, and no one's getting into the business. Everybody's told you got like 10 no's. So what does that tell you? That was that voice that was telling me. Let me give you another example. I remember when I first got into internet marketing. I remember learning and teaching myself how to code, okay? Now, I taught myself how to write HTML. That's how serious I was about making money. Now, check this out. So, I taught myself how to code, and I remember the day when that website went live. You know, you ever did something and you were proud of yourself because you worked all night on it, or all day on it, and finally, you can put that information online for the world to see? Well, I did that. And guess what? I waited. And nobody came to the website. Listen to me, folks. Come on, listen to me. No one came to the website, right? No one bought my stuff. I've worked hours, days, putting the website together, putting the pictures together, uploading the links, going to YouTube, how to create a YouTube channel, how to upload videos, right? I thought I was ready. And guess what? You know what that little voice told me? Wesley, no one's coming to the website. So I guess that means the website is no good. That was that voice. All right, the voice said that website is no good because, well, apparently you're not getting any visits and you're not getting any sales, which means that your website is not working properly. That was the inner voice that was talking to me. And this went on for years, 6 years. I started business after business after business. How many of you guys started more than one business? How many of you bought a program, you started a program, then you stopped? How many of you? How many of you jumped in the internet program, network marketing program? I used to sell vacuum cleaners, believe it or not. I remember going to the presentation, and I remember the guy saying that, hey, you guys are about to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners. Anybody ever sold Kirby vacuum cleaners? And I remember him taking 2 hours to put this vacuum cleaner together. And guess what? After that presentation, he says, you know what? It's time for you to do the same thing. You know what I said? Absolutely not. Hell no. Okay? That voice says, Wesley, you're not going to be putting vacuum cleaners together. This is insane. You got to wait 2 hours and you're not even sure or guaranteed that you're going to make a sale. So the internal voice, again, told me to leave, and I went home. I used to sell knives. I did a lot of stuff, man. I remember going to a presentation, and you know what? When you go to these presentations, they make it look so easy, don't you? You know, say, hey, man, you just take the knife off, you cut it a little bit in the kitchen, then you sell it to the customer. And I saw that, and I said, you know what? Not for me. I don't want to sell knives. I don't want to waste 2 hours presenting to a person that's not going to buy my stuff now. And what I didn't realize, see, this is what a lot of you don't realize, that it was the internal conversation I was having with myself that was defeating me. It wasn't that people are not making a lot of money selling knives. It wasn't like people weren't making a lot of money selling vacuum cleaners. They were. A lot of people in network marketing making millions of dollars. People on the internet making millions of dollars. But the issue with me was my internal dialogue. You know, sometimes at night, you know, when you're getting ready to go to bed, you start thinking about your life. You start thinking about the things you didn't do, things that you need to do. You start thinking about, you know what, I need to go back to school. You know what, I need to go back and get my degree. You know what, man, I'm tired of this job. I need to get a promotion. I need to look for another job. Let me go to monster.com or find me another job. And you know what, I need to lose weight. I need to start working out. We have these conversations with ourselves, almost every night. Most people. Well, that's your internal dialogue. And if you don't control that or manage that dialogue properly, you'll never be successful, ever. You'll never be able to live what is called the good life, right? You'll never travel the world. You'll never buy the things that you want. You'll never take your family on exotic trips around the world. You will always work your 9-to-5 job. You'll always watch videos like this hoping that I say something to you that's going to allow you to be in a better situation. It's just the truth. So when I met this young man, right, because success leaves clues. And, I tell all of you, if you truly want to be successful, you got to study success. You got to really make it a study, okay? Get your 4th degree. And I got a master's degree in success, okay? We're doing very well. Millions of dollars. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you that it's real. And this young man said, Wesley, you need to get a book. And he gave me this book, and I'm going to give it to you as well. He said, because what's going on with you is when something is not working in your business, you confirm to yourself that it's not working. Right? Let me give you an example. Right now, you guys probably have YouTube channels, some of you. Some of you guys maybe have Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts, and maybe you're trying to build it, right? Get more followers, more fans, more subscribers, because eventually you want to monetize this. But when you put a video up on YouTube, okay? When you put a video up on YouTube, you know what you say? Where are the views? Then you put video number 2, no views. Video number 3, no views. Video number 4, no views. Maybe you're working on a Facebook campaign, no sales. YouTube campaign, no sales. You got an internet site that's up. No one's going to your website. So what happens is this, listen. You internally tell yourself that it's not working. Based off of 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's not that the internet business or people not making money on YouTube, because it's too many people making money on YouTube, including myself. It's not like people are making money on Amazon.com. Too many people that I know personally are killing it on Amazon.com. It's not like people are not making money on Facebook. It's not like right now people are great singers and right now they're getting $1 million contracts right now. The issue with most of the population, including yourself, is what you're saying when you're speaking to yourself, when you start to do new things. See, most of you think linear, which means is if you do something or if you work at your job, then you expect a paycheck. Can I get an amen? But the issue is in business, when you work, you don't get a paycheck, okay? When you work, it's like taking a seed and putting it into the ground and you nurture it and you water it. But this is going to allow you to have the upper edge on other people. And this is what I do. And this is what I did to make my million. I started to communicate better to myself. When something appeared, listen, when something appeared, anything in my life, this applies more than money, by the way. When something would happen to me in my life, Wesley, $1 billion Virgin's life, let me give you an example. There was a time I was trying to figure out Facebook ads, okay? And it wasn't working. I was spending money, ad here, ad there, spending money, ad groups, and I was making no money. What I would do is this. I said, you know what? I just figured out what I shouldn't do, and tomorrow is going to be a breakthrough for me. Listen, even when I was recording YouTube videos, because I was doing them every day, okay, like 5 a day, 5 YouTube, like imagine doing 5 YouTube videos every single day and no one watching them. But I would say this, I said, I'm putting a video up on YouTube because it's like an investment in my banking account, okay? Like I want my bank account to have millions of dollars. So if I could keep putting money into the bank account, if I couldn't put videos in the YouTube account, eventually people are going to watch the videos. As a matter of fact, People are watching the videos. Let me make another video. They're watching the videos. And I start to say, I'm so grateful that people are watching my videos. When I wanted to grow my Instagram account, a lot of people don't know this. So my Instagram set at 4,000 followers for a very long time. And I used the same technique. I said, well, you know what? I'm so grateful that I have 100,000 followers. I have 100,000 people that are not only liking my videos, liking my pictures, but they're getting the information so they can do the same thing as well. So they can be rich, so they can be wealthy, so they can be grateful and excited about their life. Okay? I will say that every day. Because see, what you have to do is you got to calm down the voice that's going down in your head. See, that voice, it destroys most people's success. Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about that voice? That voice is keeping you from the Rolls Royce. That voice is keeping you from the Lamborghini. It's keeping you from living in a beautiful house. It's keeping you from living the life that you deserve to live. It's just the truth. It's your own voice. Write down the word technical know-how. This is what many of us go wrong. The technical know-how. The first thing that you do when you're trying to make more money, when you're trying to fix your life, your body, anything, how do I do it? How do I do it? How do I lose weight fast? How do I make money fast? That's you. How do I find a woman of my dreams? How do I find the man of my dreams? Fast. That's called the technical know-how. But did you know that 5%, you only need 5% of the technical know-how as it relates to becoming very successful. 5%. 5% is the how-to. 95% is the mindset. Okay? But see, they don't teach you this in school. And that's why you have so many people, you keep buying more programs, you keep buying more books, you keep listening to more self-development audio, you keep going to WESLEYvirgin.com, and what you're missing is not the technical know-how, it's millions of ways to make money online. It's millions of ways to make money on the planet Earth. But your issue is your internal communication. How you're speaking to yourself. What do you tell yourself when you have a bad day? All right? First of all, for you to have a bad day, you must admit to yourself that a day was bad. Did you know that? Some of you say, well, you know what? I tried everything. I love that. I tried everything, Wesley. Well, you've tried everything but works. You haven't tried everything. I know people right now that have an internet business, they're trying to get it to work. And they say, Wesley, I tried it all. I uploaded videos, I'm putting links here, I'm doing this, and I'm watching your stuff, but it's still not working. You know why? Because you're picturing it not working. See, when a person think about something that's not working, not only are they saying it with their mouth, they're creating visual pictures in their mind. Does that make sense? Like you can actually see it not working. And you have this emotion that's attached to it not working. Am I making sense here? All of you do it. I tried everything. I'm working on it, but it's not working. You can't say something contrary to the thing that you desire. See, that's what they didn't teach you in school. They didn't teach you this stuff. I understand, but I'm going to teach you this. You cannot say things that are contrary to the things that you desire. See, if you want your business, you want to become a singer, a chef, whatever you want, whatever your desire is, you have to always communicate to yourself that it is working, and I'm grateful that the process that I'm going through right now is allowing me to make those things work better. Every day. It's what you're saying to yourself. Write this down. External communication. Guys, if I'm giving some gold here tonight, I want you to hit the like button right now or share this video right now. I know some of you guys are on YouTube right now. If you're getting gold right now, are you understanding exactly what I'm saying to you, ready to take action based off the information I'm giving you, hit the like button right now. I'll say, Wesley, I got it. That makes sense. See, I call this the success pyramid because it's the only way to truly become very successful on a high level. Next one is external communication. What are you saying to others? Okay? What are you saying to other people about what you're doing? Understand this. Whenever, and you guys, you can steal this. Whenever someone speaks to me about my business, about my life, I always tell them my life is amazing. I always tell them that my life is great. I always tell them, oh man, my life is so exceptionally well. And it really is. But I always I did this when I was broke. When I was broke, and I watched the video, and I said, let me try this. And in the video it said, anytime, if you truly want to be successful, anytime you meet someone, instead of saying that, hey, how are you doing today? I'm okay. Just trying to make it. Well, you know, it's just a Monday. What you should say is, I'm doing great. I'm doing super fantastic. Oh man, I'm grateful today. I'm excited today. Thanks for asking. Now, what am I doing? I'm starting to change the conversation that is going on in my mind, my inner dialogue. Because see, the thing is, most people, majority of us, when we wake up in the morning and we get ready to go to work and start our day, somebody asks you, how are you doing today? I'm okay. I'm okay. Well, I'm just trying to make it. What I want you to consider is that you can say something that's different of what's going on in your mind. Okay? Maybe you don't feel well this morning. I understand that. Maybe you don't feel like your uppity, normal self. But you cannot say anything that is contrary to the feeling that you want to have. Just because you feel bad doesn't mean that you have to communicate it to the world or tell other people, oh man, I'm having a hard day today. You know, I'm having a tough day at work today. You won't be successful for long, okay? You won't be. You know what? Oh, I'm just having a devastating day. I'm having a tough day. I mean, I was in traffic today. People cut me off and they just pissed me off. You know, that person. Listen, just because in your mind and in your body you don't feel well doesn't mean that you have to communicate it to other people that you don't feel well. You still got to say, you know what? I'm grateful today. I feel amazing today. And you might say, I know some of you guys, smart people, you might say, well, Wesley, you're lying to yourself. I can't say that because then I'll be lying to myself about how I feel. Well, most of you lie every day. Most of you lie every day. You know, the person that tells me, when I get messages, I get about 1,000 messages a day. And when they email me and say, Wesley, I've tried it all. I've tried it all to make money online. I've tried everything, trying to get myself out of my situation. I know that they're lying. They haven't tried everything. I said, name them. Name 10. Well, I tried this and I tried this, and they can't even name 10. They're lying to themselves. You know, you have people out there and they'll say, well, you know what? I'm just no good. I'm not good enough. That's a lie. When did you make a decision that you wasn't good enough? When did you make a decision that you're not good enough to be able to do some of the things that you see other people like myself do? Some of you guys think I'm too young. You think you're too young. You're too short. You're too tall. You're too. You're not intelligent enough. No enough. You don't have any degrees. You're lying to yourself. What I'm telling you is this. If you want things to happen differently in your life today, you have to do different things. That means that even though you don't feel your best doesn't mean you say, I don't feel my best today. You call those things and you speak those things that you want to feel inside of you. See, that's your God's power. I want everybody to come at the word God's power. God's power is within you. Like, you can actually use your power because every day you're creating something. Like, even the internal voice, which is called your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is always chattering, right? How many of you always hear these chatter? Some of you guys call yourself ugly. Some of you call yourself fat. And I'm like, why? Why? You know why? Because you have accepted the opinions of other people. But just because a person has an opinion about you doesn't mean they have to be your fucking reality. Does that make sense? Just because somebody has an opinion about how you look, how you dress, how you speak, how you what you do, your job, your education, doesn't mean that has to be you. You know what? When I was growing up, they said, Wesley, you're too rebellious. Wesley, you don't listen. Wesley, you ignorant. Wesley, your character. Wesley, you smart, but you just keep making bad decisions, Wesley. You know what the school principal told me? You know what the all my teachers one day, they got in this circle in this room. And my father came inside of that room. And they said, your son is not going to make it here. Yeah, they told me that your son just acts up in class. He's a class clown and he doesn't make good grades. And he's not going to make it here. When I went to the military, right, when I decided to become a soldier in the army, do you know the drill sergeant told me that I was going to amount to nothing? I was in basic training and they put me back. Why? Because I just wouldn't listen the way they wanted me to listen. They wanted me to do certain things that maybe I wanted to do things the way that I wanted to do it. And they told me, he said, Wesley, a drill sergeant told me this in my face, you'll never amount to anything. You'll never amount to anything. As a matter of fact, Wesley, we're going to kick you out of the military. You're not going to be here any longer. We're going to discharge you because you're not fit for the military. As a matter of fact, you're not fit for anything. Get your act together. Now think about it for a second. So think about if you're in your 20s and you hear a grown man that has authority tell you that you're not going to amount to anything. Think about when you're a teenager and you're at school and you have every teacher around you tell you that you're not going to make it. You're not going to amount to anything. Why? Because I have bad grades and my conduct was piss poor. And based off that, they told me that I wasn't going to make it. They said, Mr. Virgin, I don't know what you're going to do with your son here. He just keeps acting up. Someone's opinion of you, okay? Someone's belief, just because they think that way, doesn't mean that you have to accept that. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to be your fucking reality. I proved it. Because guess what? Several years later, yeah, I made more mistakes. Yeah, I went to jail. I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of stuff that really put my life in a very, very dark place. But I still made it. I still made $1 million. I still bought my parents brand new cars. I still told my parents, you know what? Mom and Dad, you did a great job with me. I want you to retire. My parents don't work. I take care of them. I fly them around the world. I said, Mama, I know you never had a Chanel purse. I know you never have a Louis Vuitton purse, but I know you like those things, even though you don't feel that you have to have them. But I want to bless you. I bought my mom a brand new Chanel purse, $10,000. Can somebody say amen? I surprised my mom with a brand new custom Louis Vuitton purse. Can somebody say amen to that? My dad has worked all his life. He has worked hard all his life. He's a pastor of a church. He never had anything great. He never had anything good. And I gave him a brand new Rolex watch. I gave my dad for his birthday. Like, so what I do for my parents on their birthdays and on Father's Day and Mother's Day here, you know, I always give them like $7,000, $10,000, right? All the time, like every year, $7,500, $10,000 here, $20,000 here. And my dad said, wow. He went out and you know what my dad did? He bought himself a brand new suit, $3,000. Before, he wouldn't pay more than $100 for a suit. Now, what if I would have accepted what that principal and those teachers told me when I was younger? What if I would have accepted what that drill sergeant told me when I was 24 years old? What if I would have accepted it and say, you know what, I'm a loser? See, that's what a lot of you guys are doing. It's that internal conversation. You keep telling yourself that you're ugly, that you're no good, that you'll never amount to anything, and only because you don't have a degree, you're not smart enough. That has nothing to do with you. You are a creator. You have God's power. God's power gives you the ability to create your world. Not Pookie and Ray Ray, not your friends, not your mama, not your daddy. It is not their responsibility to create your world. It's up to you to create your world. How? By your words. By the inner voice that's chattering in your head. See, sometimes when that voice says, you know what, this is not going to work, you got to tell that voice to shut up. Shut up! When that voice tells you, you know what, you're not good enough, shut up! Right? When you're in school and the teacher says, you know what, you're not going to make it. And then your voice says, you know what, she's right, you are stupid. Shut up! Sometimes you got to tell that voice to shut up. See, that voice was put in your head, implanted beyond your conscious awareness. But now that you saw this video here, how many of you guys right now are happy and excited that you had the chance to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, how many of you right now feel better about your life because now you know that you have full ownership of you? How many of you right now are feeling more excited because just because someone says bad things about you, they talk about you, they tease you, they say that you're not going to make it, they say, hey, you keep trying this thing, this business, this pill, that potion, trying to sell all this stuff, and it's not working. You need to go back to work. Now you understand that you can use your own God's power within you and say, you know what? It's happening now. And I'm glad that you are my naysayer. Because let me share with you, like all my naysayers back in the past, including my teachers, including the people in the military, including some of my friends, right? They're my fans now. They look up to me now. Some of them are embarrassed to contact me because they treated me so badly. But guess what? You love them anyway. See, the more knowledge you have, the more ready you are for the experience. See, one thing I know about you, you're going to be rich one day. I know that because you're here watching this video with me. You're sitting there listening to my words. I know you're going to be rich. I know you're going to be wealthy. And if you know that, you have to understand that there are people in your circle that have a very low vibration, right? Which means is when you come home happy, they pissed off. If you come home and say, you know what, I just went to the Rolls Royce dealership, I'm looking at a couple of cars that I'm going to buy, they say, you're stupid. You don't have no money. What are you talking about? When you come home and say, I just looked at a couple of mansions and I'm thinking about moving into those mansions, and they say, oh, really? Okay, we'll see. You have to understand something. Those are people that are operating on a very low vibration, okay? That's why it's so important for you to move away from those type of people, okay? That's why it's so important for you guys to move away from those type of people, okay? your internal communication either going to make you or break you. Most of the information or majority of the thoughts that are in your brain right now, guess what? You didn't create those thoughts. And it's not your fault. It's not. It's not your fault that you think of yourself as a loser right now. It's not your fault that you think of yourself as a person that's useless right now. It's not your fault that someone abused you when you were younger. It's not your fault that someone took advantage of you. It's not your fault that someone told you that it'll never work out for you. It's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to change it. It is your responsibility to change it. Now, how do you do that? I want everybody to do this. I do this all the time. It's called a 30-day mental fast. Okay, I talk about this a lot at WESLEYvirgin.com. Many of you, I know you want to move forward after this video to that website to get more of this. But it's called a 30-day mental fast. And on the website, I actually detail where you can download for free that shows you how to do the 30-day mental fast, because this 30-day mental fast will change your entire life. I'm not saying it's going to make you rich, but it's going to do a lot of things to you in a very perceptual way. And when I use the word perceptual, even right now, how you view your life, you only view your life in a very negative way, because what you think your life should be right now, it's not happening in your physical world. But this 30-day meditation, it changes people's lives. I have people right now, one of my courses by the name of Online Millionaire Mastery, the first thing they do is go through this meditation here. It's a 30-day mental fast. And I had people that say, Wesley, I didn't realize how much junk and how much negative thoughts I had in my brain. I didn't realize how much anger I had inside of me. I didn't realize how much bitterness and resentment I had to my dad, to my mom. I didn't realize that, people were sending me emails and say, well, Wesley, I'm closer with my parents now because of this 30-day mental fast. Wesley, more opportunities. I can see things clearly. I'm actually making money for the first time. I can actually see my life progressing after this 30-day mental fast. I mean, people are getting all these crazy results. I want to give it to you. Listen to me here very closely. For 30 days, okay? For 30 days. Listen to me very closely here. For 30 days, I want you to turn off the TV. You see my TV? Guys, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm rich. I'm very wealthy. Many businesses that are doing very well right now. And I don't turn my TV on, even though I have 4 TVs in my house here, okay? I want you to turn the TV off for 30 days. I know some of you guys don't watch TV. That's cool. Also, I want you to also turn the radio off for 30 days. If you listen to the radio, it's only because you listen to something that's inspirational, something that's going to get your mind and start to give you new conversations about yourself. But I want you to turn off the radio. Like, pause Drake for a while, Beyonce. I want you to pause. You have no idea how this will affect your life. Okay, after 30 days, you can do everything back again. For 30 days, I want you to read for 10 to 15 minutes a day from a good book. A great book that I want everybody to read is called Skill with People by Les Giblin. That was one of the first books that I read when I was 22 years old. It changed my mindset. It was starting to change, to transition. Read from a book 10 to 15 minutes a day, okay? Don't watch the news. No news. No news, okay? Because when you watch the news, how many times have you watched the news and they told you something good about your world or your universe? They don't. They only tell you what's happening that is disastrous, destructive, painful, gossip, okay? All that information starts to become a part of your conscious and unconscious mind. So I want you to stay away from that, okay? And I also would like you to stay away from negative people. Now, I understand some people that are in your life right now. You say, Wesley, well, it's my wife. Wesley, it's my husband. Wesley, it's my mom. She's negative all the time. Listen, some people that you spend 1 hour with, maybe you could spend 1 or 10 minutes with. Some of the people that you just spend a day with, maybe you can spend 1 hour with. So what I want you to do, even the people that you can't get away from, I want you to strategically make sure that you're not around them as much as you usually are. Okay? It could be your best friend. It could be your BFF, or it could be your best friend, sister friend, like my daughter calls it. Or maybe it could be your father, your daddy. It could be your mother. It could be your grandmother. But anybody that is always talking about negative conversations, okay? And we know what that is. Always complaining about life. Let me tell you why. Because, see, those conversations is contaminating your thoughts, okay? Those conversations is fucking up your inner dialogue. See, when I talk about internal conversation, it's very important. Because, see, when you go down the road to success, you have to make sure that you are armored, or you have that shield of positivity, which means is that every challenge that you have, you can see the challenge in a way that's going to uplift you and not destroy you, okay? That you look at you start to teach yourself to look at every shortcoming, every challenge, every trial, every tribulation as something that's only preparing you to succeed on a high level. That's why I'm here. I had so many challenges. You have no idea. It was time that I couldn't pay the bills. It was time that instead of paying the rent, I took a flight to get knowledge, okay? But everything that I did and every challenge that I faced, I saw that challenge as a stepping stone to my success. Okay? So I want you to separate from negative people as well. Okay? And I want all of you, this is a new one I just added. Once a day, I want you to choose one video from WESLEYVIRGIN.com. That's me, yeah. The guy with the amazing smile, right? Guys, you like my beard? I cut it a little bit, you know, kind of shaved up a little bit. So, yes, I want you to go to WESLEYVIRGIN.com, and there are many free videos. You don't need to buy anything right now at all. You go to the website, go to WESLEYVIRGIN.com. Watch one video a day. One video a day. A lot of people, they email me and say, Wesley, I want to think like you. If you want to think like me and earn like me, you don't want to be like me. You want to earn like me. You want to make money like I make money, and I make a lot of it. Watch one video per day. That's all you got to do. All right? Read from a book. 10 minutes. No TV. No radio. Watch one video per day at WESLEYVIRGIN.com. Any video. Because every video on that website is powerful. Okay? It's very powerful. And what it does is starts to manipulate your own current thoughts. Okay? What else do we have here? Drink water. Did you know that most people don't do well? Listen to me, young world, please. I'm talking to you. Most people don't do well because they don't feel well. You're drinking soda waters. You're drinking these big gulps bigger than your head, right? It's insane. They call it the big gulp. They got this soda that's so big, and they're drinking. It's bigger than their head, and they wonder why they're being diagnosed with diabetes, right? You wonder why that your blood sugar and your sugar is so high. Well, you're going to drink nothing but water, which means is you're not going to drink tea. You're not going to drink Kool-Aid, no soda water, no Sprite, no Coca-Cola, no diet soda. The only thing you're going to drink for the next 30 days is only water. Why? Because your body is 70% water. You know, somebody told me this. I didn't know this back in the day in my 20s because I was drinking everything, right? I was drinking liquor, beer, all the stuff, right? Just having a good time. And I said, well, I feel well. He said, Wesley, you have no idea how better you can feel once you start to detoxify your body with water. All right? You'll feel so much better. And when you feel better, it makes you want to do things in life better. And once you do things in life better, things start to work out for you on autopilot. Which means is you won't have stressful days. How many of you want to de-stress? How many of you just want peace of mind? You might say, Wesley, you know what? I don't really need millions of dollars, but peace of mind is what I need. Do this. And after you do all those steps, all those things I just given you, you can stop. You can go back to the liquor. You can go back to the soda water. You can go back to watching news again. You can go watch drama TV again. You can go hang around Pookie and Ray Ray again, right? You can go back and start doing everything that you used to do before. But I promise you, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to shock you. Because what you don't see, you're going to see within 30 days. Because see, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys a very embarrassing and very emotional story real quickly here. When I was in a relationship 7 years ago, and this is probably why I'm single today, to be honest with you. Because a lot of people ask, why are you single, man? You're a very attractive young man. I said, really? You think I'm attractive? You say, yeah, I mean, you're successful. You know, you're doing great. Why are you single? Let me share a story. 8 years ago, when I was in a relationship, maybe 10 years ago. And, you know, I loved this person. I did. I loved this person. But me and this person will argue all the time, back and forth. Argue about this, argue about that, argue about small things. And I remember moving in with her. Oh my God, that was terrible. I moved in with her, and it got worse. And I remember one night, because I made a decision to actually leave her apartment and get my own apartment down the street. And we made an agreement that we're going to try 6 more months, you know, 6 more months. And then we're going to make a decision if we should continue this relationship. And I remember one night, we had another argument. And she's one of those type of women that like to catch ghosts. And when I say ghosts, she would just like leave and I couldn't contact her. I used to go to her apartment and knock on the door. Open up. I want to talk to you. I was a crazy man. I was like, wow, why am I doing it? Well, I loved her so much. And I wasn't used to people just like disconnecting from me like that, right? I wanted to work it out. I'm a communicator, right? Which means I want to work things out. But she needed her time. And I remember in that apartment, I was on an air mattress. I still remember this like yesterday. And I remember crying. And I remember calling a friend. And I told the person, I was desperate, you know, and, you know, because I would never call people, you know, I was like, I'm going to figure this out myself. But that relationship, and maybe call this guy. You know, I called him and said, man, I don't know what's going on. He said, Wesley, you need to step out of the situation. See, you're so far in the situation that you can't see clearly. And I didn't understand. I said, what do you mean? I love this girl, man. I would do anything for her. I know we have some problems, but I have to be able to fix it. He said, Wesley, you need to step out of the situation. Because, see, when you're in something, you can't see all the problems and you can't see all the red flags. Can I get an amen? And I took his advice. I stepped out of the situation. And I was able to see exactly what everybody else saw. Because people tell me, say, Wesley, bro, you need to get out of that relationship, man. I mean, you're changing. You used to be this real positive person. You always this enthusiastic person. Because I was like that in my 20s. Because I was reading the books, right, the self-help stuff. And this woman, I'm not blaming her, but it's just like I started to transform into this very negative person. I had to step out of the situation so I can see it from afar. That's the same thing you got to do. See, you're too far inside of your situation that you can't see it clearly. See, you are upset at everything outside of you. You're upset at mama, daddy, you're upset at the job, you're upset at the teacher, the principal, your friend, you're upset because Donald Trump is not doing his job. The world is so negative, but you're too far in it. But once you do this 30-day mental fasting, separate from all those things. For 30 days, no TV, no drama, right? No radio. And the only thing you do for 30 days is only absorb positivity. Only absorb prosperity. Only absorb gratefulness, joy. That's it. When you come back, at the end of those 30 days, you're going to be like, oh my God. You're not going to want to go watch TV again. You're not going to want to hang around Pookie and Ray Ray anymore. Some friends, you're not going to even contact them again. You're going to block their numbers because you're going to realize they were so negative. They was like, God, I didn't realize how negative these people were. Understand this, young world. Your brain is nothing but a very massive, very complex computer, which means every single day you're downloading information. But see, me, the only reason I'm like this because I control my mind. I control and I manage my environment every single day. I only download and I only absorb information that's going to add and augment to my success, my quality of life. Like me, if you're not making me happier, if you're not making me richer, if you're not making me feel good, well, I don't see any place for you to be in my life. Do the 30-day mental fast. Hey guys, hey, this is a great video here. I want some of you guys right now, I know what you're thinking, well, Wesley, you know, what else can I get? A lot of you guys want to build an online company. I've created something called the Online Millionaire Mastery Course. If you go to WESLEYvirgin.com, and I will leave a link below, you can take action with it. Understand that I have thousands of people right now that's just like you, young people, older people, who had no experience, did not understand how to work the internet. But what I just gave you, coupled with the Online Millionaire Mastery, those two together will change your entire life. Even Ty Lopez himself, if you go to my website and you click on Online Millionaire Mastery, you will hear some words from Ty Lopez. A lot of you guys follow him. He's talking about Wesley Virgin. And I think the only reason why he's talking about me, because he understands that I have figured certain things out that many people haven't. I'm still in my 30s. Ty Lopez in his 40s. Grant Cardone, he's in his 50s. And a lot of these other people they haven't figured out, but Ty Lopez himself. And I'm grateful to that young man because I had the pleasure of spending some time with him at his house. He understands that I figured out something that more than 99% of the world have not, including rich people. If you want to see that video and watch that, all you need to do is go to WESLEYvirgin.com. You will see a small link that says Online Millionaire Mastery. Watch that. Listen to his words. Listen to what he say. He's some of the great minds of this generation, I believe. Because I want all of you, listen. All of you, listen to me. You will succeed. You are succeeding. I want all of you, before I go, I got 1 minute left, to celebrate your success now. I want you to celebrate your success now. How do you do that? I want you to get up. I want you to stand up. And I want you to celebrate your success right now. You don't have, you know what? The biggest lie in the world is that you have to wait for something to happen to make you feel better about your human existence. You can celebrate right now. Let's go on the balcony. Look, it's my balcony, okay? I'm outside. Celebrate! Let's go! I'm talking to the world. World, I'm grateful right now that I make $3 million per month on autopilot. Celebrate! If you got a balcony, go out on your balcony. Scream to the world. Tell the universe, tell the people right now, they're going to see you. They're going to hear you one day. People around the world are going to admire you one day. They're going to be watching your videos one day. They're going to be driving in your Lamborghini one day. They're going to be staying in your mansion one day. I love you guys so much. I love you so much. Thank you for the loves. Remember, you can go ahead and move to the description right now. Go ahead and click the link to get more information, to get the Online Millionaire Mastery course. I know many of you are already right now taking action. Remember, the two things that you must do is take action. All billionaires and billionaires, they always take action. I want everybody, once you leave this video, to take action right now. To you, to take action right now. This is Wesley billion-dollar virgin. Much love. Gotta go. Later.